I'm home from IOLI, and this is the promised Amelia Ars discussion and talk and show and tell of all the stuff that I did in my class at IOLI. I love, love, love Amelia Ars, and I'm going to say that a couple of times in this video, but it's going to be a little bit of a mishmash. Some of it I recorded while I was taking the class, at kind of where I show you my practice piece, and I had sound problems, so I'm going to talk over it for you. Hopefully I'll match it up pretty well. It's a new task for me on the video editing front, but it's all blanket stitch, almost completely. There's a little bit of wrapping, at least on the stitches that I did. Even the fill stitches are a blanket stitch or a buttonhole stitch. Blanket stitch, they're kind of the same thing. It's just closer or further apart. It's kind of going, it's going to go a little out of order. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the practice piece and the stitches that were going on there. And then I'm going to show you the finished piece, and we're going to talk about taking it off the wrapper and how much I like the lace. And then finally, I'm going to wrap this up. Part of the class we took, we were given this practice sheet that gave us a variety of different shapes to work with. We went through and did, I'm calling them stay stitches. I don't know what they're really called, but they're little basting stitches of a sort to help support the cord or our coordinate thread as we build up the foundation. As you can see, I'm going around here, building up the outside edge, and then over that edge, I will blanket stitch over the top and then do a variety of stitches on the inside. I think that one is sort of a pinwheel effect at the center. And then there's also some little picots, Italian word for picots, but picots go on those little cross braces around the center. The D shape was practicing a fill stitch, and that is buttonhole around the outside, and then a buttonhole, and then a buttonhole within that buttonhole right as you tug it up. And it stabilizes little loops. Last year I did Kenmare lace, and in those fill stitches you didn't stabilize with that second blanket or second buttonhole stitch. And now here is an example of the buttonhole stitch as I go around the outside. And with my coordinate yarn, it's just around the loop, around the cords, and then through the loop, tugging it tight and making it lay flat. And then we go around. Now, if I were really particular, I would count the number of these so that they're very balanced and even. On these practice ones, I was not. As I go forward, I'm going to do a little bit more of that. Maybe not exactly, but being a little more careful that I don't split threads and that I keep my tension a little more even. And as you see how that's pulling, that means that bar around the outside is probably not strong enough. I've learned a bit since this video was taken. But overall, that's our practice sheet. So we did lots of buttonhole stitches, lots of picots. You can see the picots down in the center there, and in the one above it around the edges. I didn't, on the B one, we weren't intended to do those picots, but I was not doing a very good job with my picots. I had trouble. So I practiced them again as I moved up to the top. Now I'm going to turn the corner and go around. And there. And then my little discussion about the picots that I was not very good at. I even those out. And see there, I'm discussing the fact that it's too loose. Needed to be tightened up. This is my finished Aemelia Ars piece of lace, my practice piece. And it's still not perfect, but I can tell you that either through experience, this outside edge, or better lighting, because I have much better lighting at home, I'm able to do a much tidier job. And these little holes around the side are the same stitch that would have happened inside this tulip. So I've kind of figured out how to be more even in my stitching. But I'm super happy with it, and actually this outside ring made me even happier with my kind of sloppy tulip on the inside. I'm pretty excited to either do a second piece or to redo this piece. I may do a second piece. I'm not very good at redoing things over and over again, I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed that. But Aemelia Ars, it's the bomb. I'm going to show you the second practice piece I started with. So I did these first, and after I finished these 4 pieces, I had all the skills I needed. These are some different work. The interesting thing about Aemelia Ars is that this is pretty much the only fill stitch that they use. Some of the other Kenmare lace that I did, has a lot of different fill stitches, and Kenmare is sort of a second generation down from French style. The nuns went to Kenmare and taught them basically a French background lace making. This style, Aemelia Ars, is from Bologna. It's a more coarse. You use bigger thread and bigger motifs. So it's way better for my old eyes. So I'm super happy with it. And hopefully you like it too. I'll definitely be doing more of this. So prepare, because I really like this stitch. Final task on this is to clip the basting stitches. The way this has worked is almost like an embroidery, is you build your lace on a diagram of what it's going to ultimately look like, and you anchor threads down using a secondary thread as holding devices. So see, I went in first, used a pricker and put holes in, and then I built this framework of base stitches to anchor down my lace. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to clip these out, which is really hard to do when you're holding a phone in your hand. But I'm going to clip them and then pull the lace off as I clip them so that it comes off and is a freestanding piece of lace. So I'll carry on, and then I'll show you at the very end what the lace looks like off its backing. The final project, off. I'm going to show you the back. It's not perfect, but because I didn't tie knots on the back, it's not bad. There's a couple of wobbles I think I can improve upon. Oh, I think I can clip that one. But there's a couple of wobbles on the back, and there's this very problematic join right here. But all things that can definitely be improved on now that I know what I'm doing. Super exciting. I'll have to save this one. That's it for me today. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Do you like lace? Do you like needle lace? And have you tried it before? If so, let me know. And if any of you have done Aemelia Ars, do let me know. And if you have any great references that you like. I'm going to keep doing this, so they will pop up on our videos occasionally. I'll definitely make a header for lace making, and it will be under that category. Yeah, so I will see you on Wednesday with more Aemelia Ars, because I have a new one that I have put together. Actually, let me lean forward and show you my new one that I'm basting right now. Okay, I've already made another base. My blue wasn't cooperating with me, so it's going to be white. Hopefully this will not tax my eyeballs too much. But I found this in book 3 of the series of Aemelia Ars books. This one right here, yellow one. You can get these on Amazon, and hopefully soon from us. We'll see. I will do some book talks about those and talk about them, as well as any more references that I come across as I expand my dimensions of Aemelia Ars lace and my knowledge. There's going to be a class coming up sponsored by the Portland Lace Society for Aemelia Ars. When I was at IOLI, I talked to the president of the Portland Lace Society and said, hey, I love this. Can we get this teacher to come and teach us some more? And she told me the protocol. So we talked about it at the meeting and sent out an interest form, and 10 people signed up. 12 is the max for the class. So there are 2 spots for an outside person, and maybe more if anybody doesn't actually take the class. So if you're a non-Portland Lace Society member and you live in the Portland, Vancouver area, and you are interested in taking this class during spring break, so March sometime, and it's not our spring break necessarily, but around March, send me a message or contact the Portland Lace Society. It is the same price to join the Portland Lace Society and pay for the class as it would be to pay as a non-member. So you might as well join while you're at it, and then you get a year's subscription. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.